Recording. It's like, hi, this is a recording. And
You ain't say that you had beef with Blue Cheese?
Welcome back to Beef with Blue Cheese, episode number 14.
14. 1-4.
Can't believe it. Are you surprised we made it this far?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised we made it this far.
14, probably in how many weeks? 20 weeks? Probably skipped a bunch of weeks? I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like 20 weeks, I think. I mean, that's not as bad as it could be, considering.
No, it could be much
how-
worse. And there's nobody
yeah, just-
clamoring for the next,
No, I mean, I haven't had one person, shake me down in the street saying, hey, beef and blue cheese. What the fuck?
Yeah, get the next episode.
Yeah. I mean,
Dying idea.
No.
This is the Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 1999 Eternal.
All right, good. I picked the right album. We never settled on the album title. I think we just said Bone Thugs and Harmony. And I'm like, I'm shooting with you.
that was
I think we
clear.
said something about Crossroads. So, yeah, I was like, we'll shoot with this one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I owned their second album. This is the second album, I guess.
Yeah.
This was
This is number 2.
first one. I
This
guess
is another string of second albums that we've done.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last week was, I guess, their first album technically, but
Yeah.
yeah. So the first album. So yeah, then the second album was like War and something like that, and something in War. I remember I liked a few songs off of that, but it was certainly this was the
Yeah, this is definitely the
Yeah.
second album. The first one came out in 92, 93,
Yeah.
something like that.
I remember people talking about like when they got popular, like this is like they've been around for a while. Like they had another album out.
Yeah,
I'm like, you
that's
didn't
great.
know that
Good.
until like
Good for you.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I still couldn't tell you one song off of it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this came out in July 25th, 1985.
Yep.
And great success.
A
on
ton of
this album.
success. Very surprised. I forgot that it was up for the first rap Grammy ever.
Absolutely. Yeah. Lost to Naughty by Nature's Poverty's Paradise. I never owned that album.
No.
Like that. I guess that's the one that had all the hits on it, right? Like the.
I don't know. I swear I owned one of those. I don't remember which one it was, but I swear I owned one of those Naughty by Nature.
One of the
Was
Naughty by
that
Natures?
the OPP album or was that
That had to be
it had
the
to have
OPP
been.
one, and yeah.
Although I thought that came out before that. I thought that was like an early '90s album, but I have no clue.
It's, it's,
Yeah, I'm not up to
Right.
date on those.
yeah. But yeah, I think what were the? I'm actually just clicked on that link. Clap your hands. What were the other big ones? Craziest. Oh my God, Craziest. I love that song,
Okay.
Craziest. Feel Me Flow was a big one.
Feel me flow now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, OPP wasn't on that album. That was their first
And
album.
OPP wasn't
No,
on
that was their
album.
first album. Yeah, this was this
Wow.
was their second or third that they got the Grammy
Wow.
for. Yeah.
Because obviously OPP was there, like that was their biggest hit. So
Sure.
that's funny. There's a track on here called Weber Skit featuring Chris Webber.
Like basketball player Chris
I
Webber?
guess it's not a song. It's just yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this isn't the
No.
Naughty by Nature.
Just some backstory
Episode?
to their surprising Grammy nomination. I mean, given the year, there had to have been other albums in '95 that kind of stood out more than
Yeah,
this.
I think we
surprisingly.
talked about other
Yeah.
albums in '95.
I thought.
Maybe not
Yeah.
Grammy related. 'cause
Yeah.
wasn't even maybe the last album. The
Raekwon?
Cuban Links,
Yeah.
wasn't that?
How was that? I mean,
was that '95?
if not, it was. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, 94, 95, something like that.
Yeah, something around there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but this is like we're talking about pop,
Yeah.
like pop rap, like you know what I mean. There's
Yeah.
although like Snoop Dogg around that time, like I'm sure he put out something.
Yeah, I
around this
mean,
time.
maybe that was because this was heavily left coast. What an idiot! Heavily West Coast influenced. Maybe that's because that was becoming real popular at that time. Maybe that's why this was a little bit more popular. Even though they're
Yeah.
from Cleveland, it was fully produced by an LA DJ.
Yeah, Eazy E. So it had that, you
Yeah.
know, as I've referred to it many times, like the West Coast whistle. That term I've coined. Yeah,
Yeah.
that it has that sound in there all throughout.
Yeah, and I guess Eazy E was like I didn't know much. I knew Crossroads was about him and maybe like one or two other people, but I did not realize how much influence he had on this album. I didn't realize they like came off their first album, they gave him a call, or they like auditioned over the phone or something weird like that, and he agreed to produce the album, even though he didn't really produce anything. It's just another one of those like executive
financial backing and like in the studio kind of like. Because he didn't do much.
He did zero
musically.
None.
Even in
NWA.
NWA,
Yeah.
like he was just like he was
in the
the
videos.
business part of it.
He was in the videos.
Yeah, he was like in the group and he would be on tracks and stuff. But
I mean,
I can't. I'm not a big NWA fan.
Yeah.
I like some of the
but still, when you think of NWA, you think of Jerry Curl and you think of Ice Cube. I mean, that's
Well, Dr.
well,
Dre.
yeah, Dr. Dre, but yeah.
Yeah. But I watched. There's a documentary about not them, but about that whole scene, like Dr. Dre and stuff like that, and his way he came up and how Ice Cube was like that whole group. He did all the writing for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think probably Eazy as well. And then
Makes sense.
yeah. So yeah, definitely West Coast influence, like you said.
Yeah, and it was produced by, I forget his name, Quick. Is that his name?
Unique.
Unique.
Was
Yeah,
a lot
Unique.
Unique?
Yeah, DJ Unique, yeah. He produced everything.
Do you know anything about him?
No, I
Anything
looked
else
him
that
up
he did?
after I saw that, and he was a LA guy, so he was a West Coast guy, which makes a lot of sense considering
Right,
how
so
this
they brought
album
him in,
sounds.
yeah,
Yeah,
they-
and which is
Right.
strange because you have that Cleveland. Obviously, their rhyme style was very Cleveland Midwest. Obviously, that came to
Well, not even Cleveland. Like
Yeah.
this was all their own.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like if that was a scene that was happening in Cleveland, like that I didn't know about. Like were people like was everybody in Cleveland rapping like that?
Well,
or was that just
I think it was that Midwest because you had some of those rappers later that rhymed like that. I mean, like Machine Gun Kelly, he's a Cleveland guy. That's kind of like his style, and that was like the whole. I think that's how he got his name, was because that was that Cleveland style, that machine gun style.
quick.
Like that's what they used to call
Yeah.
Bone Thugs. I wonder if that's why he called himself that.
is that what they said they used to call their style, like a machine
Yeah.
gun style rap? Yeah. Well, it's fitting.
Yeah, considering I
it's
know
like
none of the
literally like a
lyrics.
machine
Yeah.
gun of rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so funny that there's how many members in the group?
17.
Yeah, well, it was funny because the cover of this has 4 guys on it, but there's at least 5 guys credited throughout the album.
Yeah. I just find it odd that
Yeah,
they
they
can
have,
all meet up
so-
and just like everyone last name is Bone. That's just strange to me. That somehow
They were destined
Yeah,
to, yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, they were destined to get together and make an album together.
So what is it?
You got
Busy
Busy
yeah.
Bone. What's
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna
Busy
say-
Bone, Wishbone, Lazy Bone, Crazy Bone, Flesh and Bone. That was the last one's a stretch. Flesh
and Bone.
They're like, what else we got? Like I was like, wait, Flesh and Bone? I guess. I mean,
It's
the other
just
ones, yeah,
All right, how do we come up with another bone?
yeah. But I mean, the other ones don't really make that. Like Crazy Bone is just, that's not a thing.
Throbbing bone.
Yeah. And then, I'm surprised there's not like a funny bone. That guy came in like,
Yeah.
cracking jokes. Yeah. So Flesh and Bone, I think, is hardly even on this album. I looked.
Was
at,
he even in the group?
I
at
actually
this
did more.
point?
Was
Was he
that?
even in the group at this point, or was he?
Yeah, because he's on. Like I actually did more work for this on this album than I think
Okay.
any album. Like I actually pulled the sections of the songs that I pulled. I went to the lyrics and I found out who was credited for each part of that because they all sound,
same,
they all rap
yeah.
so similar. It's hard to identify a lot. Like, and they do sound different, but you would need to really be such a fan of this group to know exactly who
Yeah,
was
I
rapping
have
at any
zero
point, so.
clue. I listened to this album a solid 10 times in the
Yeah,
past.
but like if you were listening,
Yeah.
who's that rapping? You'd have wouldn't know which bone
yeah,
it was.
no, that's what I'm
rapping,
saying.
right?
I
Yeah.
know it real well. I've listened to it a ton. I think it's one
Yeah.
person the whole time.
Yeah.
It's,
You can tell like when they switch, you can say
Yeah.
like when it's like back to back, it switched. But if you're just like turned on, like okay, yeah, that's
Yeah, like
that's
they always
bones.
cross over, like kind of like how Camp Lo does it.
Yeah.
They always cross over verses, and I'm like, is he
Right.
like his own hype man? Like, is he? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it could have been something like some type of inflection
Yeah,
in the voice
exactly.
that could have changed it enough to
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So there's on the lyrics pages they have credited who exactly is rapping
Okay.
what. So I'm basing it off of what website? azlyrics.com.
Okay.
So if there's if
credible.
there's anything wrong with that, then we have them to blame. But I've written down the parts and
Phonetically,
yeah, yeah.
it's just I mean, I'm reading these lyrics when I was listening to it, and it is. I mean, this is the worst one yet. Just I thought Camp
You
Lo.
think so?
I thought Camp Lo was bad, as far as like me not knowing the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like I had absolutely no clue. Like they're not even talking slang. Like they're saying like regular words and they're spelled the same, and I still had no idea.
Yeah. Well, I think they killed more people on this record than anybody, like any record that we've done so far. Like
It's
there's
very
more
possible.
dead people on this record, or there's
Yeah.
more guns shot on this record than any record.
Oh, certainly.
Thus far. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean I have one of the things up right here. It's like more to one on the Claire with my Glock. Like it's I guess Claire and St. Clair. These like little streets and like very like
Yeah.
specific areas to Cleveland.
Rappers are big on street names.
Yeah. Well, it's
all
their
about where they
world.
grew
like,
up,
they
yeah.
grew up. They grew up like their world with these streets.
Yeah.
Like the few blocks they lived on. So it was like that was.
Yeah,
was,
that Biggie documentary, they talked about how it was like a 4 square block radius. That's it. That's like as
Yeah,
far
they
as
kept
as
showing
far as
that
he
map.
went. Yeah.
Yeah, they kept showing
Yeah,
the
that's
map
right.
of,
Yeah,
like
we watched that together.
Fulton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, like you went down here, you banged a left, you made a right, and that was pretty much as far
Yeah.
as he went for the first
That
20
was
years
it.
of his life.
Yeah, they
Crazy.
didn't go traveling around for
No.
Yeah. Should we get into it? Should we start playing?
Yeah, let's roll.
Should I start playing the intro? The introduction.
Intro. Yep.
I don't know how loud this is gonna be. I also I didn't chop it up. I just wrote the times down, so
Sure.
I'm gonna do some skipping around because I
It's
wanted
all
to
right.
have the whole song available. So,
Welcome to the dark side.
Right back at your motherfucking ass. Comes those real true thugs.
Gotta get them demons off me. Creeping up softly, sleeping up to myself. When sleeping ain't good to go. Now when I'm alone on no doors, I'd better watch the dove. Then I won't be slipping, sleeping under the looks like bells with a trailer truck and shells. Blood of his spell. One of the 7 and a 2 and 11. 12 and an AK-47 spread. Little rips to kill her now. Put him up in the grave. Dead leg with a slug stuck all up in ya. When I roll with real niggas, pop up, drop to the sound and to ground. Then I'm up to kill ya.
okay, so that was Busy Bone.
I was going to say, that sounded like Busy.
Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah.
Just totally unique. Or it's such a unique, just the way their cadence is. It's not even that it's fast. It's the way they chop up the syllables is very unique.
I almost felt like sometimes they sped it up. Like there's no way these guys are
Like
rapping.
digitally?
Yeah, like there's no way.
Yeah.
It's like the end of the end of a commercial where they just do the disclaimers. They just
Yeah.
speed it up just for that.
Yeah.
I just
Did I ever tell the joke I had about that? Those disclaimers.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I tried it on stage a couple of times. It never did.
Never
good.
landed?
That's always when I bring it. Yeah, I bring up jokes like that on. So I was listening. They always do that at the end of the commercial. They're like, they rattle off the list of things that they can come with it. But I heard a couple of times. I heard them do that at the beginning of the commercial.
Okay.
And then, they would do the commercial afterwards.
Huh.
I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to get you to associate those side effects with the product that came before it in the radio. so that they, you know what I mean? Because they normally,
Yeah.
so they're trying to get that out of the way. And like, all right, you think about that. But like, you know, the commercial before that was for like Home Depot.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think the side effects to Home Depot. So people, you know, but if it worked on somebody, they'd be like, I got to run to Home Depot. You want to come with me? Like, no, I can't. I can't risk the anal leakage.
Yeah.
That's
Side effects are being more comfortable and proud of yourself for building a deck and
yeah, that would be
using a hammer and nails.
Yeah, there's legitimate side effects for me going to Home Depot.
Yeah.
There's way more danger in me going to Home Depot than there is for an actual medication. Let's see. This is East 1999, and we're going to start at 37 seconds.
Little nigga, true, rest in peace, little nigga. Rips just stress that bone, little smoking no bud. Cause a nigga motor calling on my niggas when it's time to nuddle. And the 9-9 niggas gon' drop to the number one with your gun, so run. Cleveland, run. Cleveland is the city where a nigga come from, slinging them guns.
Niggas that's going down, up in the same town. Get 'em up with a thug and a nigga with the bug and the fifth rose. But the niggas don't close that up, what the fuck they ways up, nigga, roll up the Buddha. Smoke it all up, nigga, don't stiff on the reefer. More hard than up under the cup with this fast like a larger when this shit is creeper.
That was crazy, Bone. I want to read some of the lyrics, but I can't.
No.
read so many of the lyrics. It would be
No, you wouldn't get too far.
too uncomfortable
Yeah.
for me to read any like that's how you get canceled. Like there's not much to cancel here, but we definitely would have like a proactive cancellation if I tried to
So
read.
I just want to read one of the lyrics, just kind of where it starts here. Just it's not too long, but I'm just trying to figure out kind of really what they're
beginning of
what
the
they're
song?
getting to the root of, and I'm pretty sure I understand. But so strip as you hear the double glock with the me rocks croc sweating my bad. Coppers better drop when the gunshots pop Glock top. Hit the body and the bullshit stop. Whenever them troubling us.
Okay, yeah. So they're killing cops because they're hassling us.
Yeah, so coppers better drop. So I'm assuming that's the shell casings. So that's what we're talking about there.
Okay.
Coppers better drop. Something about sweat socks. No. With the me rocks crocked, sweating my bad. I got nothing on that one.
Yeah. Does this make them good or
No.
terrible? Like
Awful. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I really struggled with this album.
it's better.
Yeah.
It's better to not try to like analyze the lyrics
Yeah.
and just be like appreciate the flow of
Mm-hmm.
it. But it's mumble rap
Yeah.
because you don't know, like they're not actually saying anything.
Oh, they're saying something.
I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's all is it all gang talk? Is that
I would
like,
assume
is that
so.
what it is? I mean,
Obviously, I don't understand the context here, but I would assume that's
yeah.
basically what it is. Yeah, for the most part.
Right. It's got to be.
Yeah.
All right.
When you think of this
start
album,
this.
like outside of Crossroads, what song do you think of?
First of the month.
Okay. I was gonna say same for me.
Yeah.
I think that was the first signal. No.
Yeah, it had to have been, right?
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Before Crossroads, that's all I remember. Then there's a couple other.
I think first of the month came out. And that was a huge hit. And
Huge hit.
Crossroads came out, and it was
A
like
monster.
you couldn't, you wouldn't just go. It wouldn't go away. And I don't even remember.
And that was a. Now, do you? Oh, jeez, man. See, we're gonna have problems with this little kitten here.
What's that?
The kitten.
What?
This little kitten's just all over the place. There's something that's gonna get knocked down, or she's gonna be on my head in a second here.
It's funny we're talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm like, let's get a little kittens in the way. Yeah. Yeah, the Crossroads one. I don't. I think the one that I'm gonna play on this is not the one that was originally on the album.
I can't find the original song. I looked long and hard to find that original. I think it was just called Crossroad, and I can't find it anywhere.
We'll see if because I thought I had it.
See?
I thought I had it somewhere.
Look at this.
And here, I'm gonna look for it. But anyway.
See, there you go. I knew it was going to happen.
Aw, it's adorable.
Yeah, little cutie pie.
All right, let's play Eternal, and that is at 30 seconds. I want to play it.
Nevertheless, ain't about that talking, screaming out murder, coming to serve you, nigga. We told you, bone be stalking, sleepwalking. Number one assassin, pick up the pump and they causing a drug eruption. Let loose with a buckshot blasting, bone up out of the cut and be bucking. Eternally here to stay in the khaki suits and the high tech boots. Hoops, I'm coming with troops, fools be ready to shoot, collecting my loot, blazing the burning my grind. I see it saying, I crept and I came. Niggas that fell off, they thought they can hang, getting up slang, try to fuck with a chain gang grind. Straight land to the heartless, with the thugs be thinking on execution. Straight prosecution, little Lego bucket, start confusion.
It's really, I really like when you find those songs. Like, you know, I know you like to rap along to songs as much as I do.
Sure.
So when you find those like the end of a sentence or something like that,
Yeah.
you can really sink your teeth into. It's really, you know, that's when you really.
And on this album, you can't find much. There's like maybe like a 35-second buffer where you can just really get into it.
Yeah. And even if it's almost like even if you knew what they were saying, it'd be hard to rap along because they're rapping fast. If you can't say the words they're saying, or
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
literally don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, the content is just troubling. You're just not, as a white guy, you're not going to get through most of it.
What did I write this down? I wrote down some more. So that was Lazy Bone.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, see, I had no
And then-
that.
I got, and this is a little sample from Busy Bone on the same song.
Okay.
Put him in a grade, they lay way down.
yeah, I like this part.
Play, stay
Yeah.
down. I'm one of the thuggest motherfuckers in your city. Get this strap back, ride, ready to pap pap, in broad daylight.
Ready to pap,
You
pap.
with me, roll to the bone, don't hit that hydro. That's where I would bear, that's where I would sail. Well, I really keep that high on my mind. Ride to the dogs that feel the darkness. E1999, mind the thugs, I love some holy shit. Follow the night.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a
I
good
love that
verse.
when yeah. I mean, I'm one of the thuggest motherfuckers in the city.
Ready to bat in broad daylight.
Yeah. I saw these guys live.
No, you didn't,
About
did you?
5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they broke up.
I was asked to photograph them. I did it for a website
Okay.
I was like working with for a while, where I would get like, you know, I would get press passes to shows
Sweet.
to shoot them. Yeah. So they played some Pat Rock actually right here, and yeah, it's funny when you do those shows, they always have like 6 local rap openers.
Okay.
And it's such a long night because
Ugh.
they went on at like
God.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was going to Alaska the next day, and I was like, "Can you please
Jesus.
just can we get
Yeah.
the bones out here? So we
Can we get all the bones out?
all your bones, we need busy, lazy, crazy. That's what we need." Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many. There was definitely like at least 4 of them, and they look like original guys.
They were just waiting for Flesh and Bone to show up. He's
Yeah.
essential.
Yeah. All right. This one is Crept and We Came.
This one I remember too.
Talking that fools walking
Cause if I'm in the pippin', I came up. Remember that killer, that nigga named Leatherface. Now if you was a nigga, pick up your pumping bucket. But the bitch pretty good to fuck it. Nigga went to the pit for the bitch, and this rap thing down. Never taking no shorts and losses, man. No way, no how, bang now. I step in the thing and I bet if I change my daily thing. Nigga don't hang
Whistle.
the phone,
There it is. That's a strong one too.
Let's beat them, make a mistake, and we murder them every time now. Bodies be dug up in dumpsters, execution double nice. Now we say, give it up to the niggas who steady mistaken the game. Yo, bang, wow. When the popo round, that's when you lay low. When the popo round, that's when you lay low. When the popo round,
Nigga,
that's
shit,
when
see you the boat that
lay
came and
low.
touched down. Came up with the plan and we creeping up out of my hometown. Me hate to be leaving the clock like now, but I'm living so low down, bone, gotta roll out.
I was lazy at the end.
Okay.
I went from crazy to lazy bone at the end.
It's just I'm just never not gonna laugh about it.
at the names.
I just
yeah.
you don't have
Why
to
would you have a
all you
lazy
don't all
bone?
have to have a bone name. It's not necessary.
And what is Bone Thugs and Heart? Like that was obviously this all meant something to them.
Yeah, wasn't it the
You know,
name of their first group, like the Band-Aid Boys or something?
Oh, I don't know about all
Yeah,
that.
they were when they came
that
out
true?
in '91. They were the Band-Aid Boys.
Oh well, this is better. Bone Thugs and Harmony is better. It's not good.
No.
but it's better than the Band-Aid Boys.
Yeah, it was Finger Band-Aid, it was Knuckle Band-Aid, and that
Yeah.
was just all the names of the.
Like Wouldn't it? It's funny that you keep your cat obviously keeps running
It's
around because
just
you keep passing it from one side to the next.
absolutely
It's like there's
ridiculous.
multiple cats that you just
No,
keep
it's just
passing
one
through the screen.
lunatic, and I'm just gonna. Yeah, she's gonna hit the damn button on the keyboard, and it's gonna shut off the recording, and I'm gonna have a problem.
Good. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna shut up my own recording. I mean, I feel like they wanted to just be called Thugs in Harmony.
Yeah.
And then they were all like, but we were all named Bones though.
Yeah.
We're just, like, we'll just put Bones Thugs in Harmony.
Bone
Like,
Thugs.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Terrible, but it sounds like terrible marketing, and like they were high when they did all this.
Oh.
They obviously a lot of
They were
weed
probably high
smoking on
from
this album, too.
'91 until whenever they broke up.
There's, yeah, 2 songs dedicated to smoking weed on this album,
Okay,
right?
that's good. Yeah.
I think.
I mean, you just got to take a break from shooting cops, smoke weed, I guess.
Yeah. That was
Crept and We Came.
right?
I
It was
remember.
4?
See, I remember that. So I remember a good amount of
No, I
these.
remember this whole. Like, I legit listened to this whole album straight through a lot.
Yeah.
Like I just
Mr. Bill Collector.
It was all sonically. It was not. It wasn't not lyrically
No.
at all. Like
No, I remember the
Yeah.
beats. Definitely.
yeah. I mean, they could have been rapping recipes like this.
Yeah.
Like it literally wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
We had to get him up with 2 guns when the side by side.
This is a dark beat. I always love this beat.
When a popo chasing against me, barehanded, I'm done. Ripping the 6-shot pump, so spilling, gotta let him in lead off. Cop, but out that they had me cuffed to the lazy blue. They said, get up. The bullets, they start to get lit up. Number 1, Mr. Duggan, but the gun already booked and we split up. Bust the left on the double block. With a few roll up for rocks. And this perfect getaway from the pig, but I'm peeling and hit the fences. Ripping up and
So silly, but I wanted that gunshot sound in there. I just feel like it's just sound. It's
It's
such a crisp gunshot
It is a good
sound.
one.
Like it's,
It's a dandy.
whoever produced that sounds. I mean,
Yeah.
they deserved an award. For
He
that,
just stuck
that
his phone
production.
out of the window and just was hoping for a good one.
Yeah,
just one.
I
Just
don't
one
know.
night.
Like, how do you get that good sound? And I don't know. That's they just
I'm sure they've recorded somewhere. Someone's got them, and
or do you just buy that? Like
Yeah,
you
you
just
just
go
buy
like
that
go to
one.
like a like
Sound effects
you-
site.
Yeah, we downloading sound effects sites. Because I used to download sound effects just
Yeah.
for the fun of it. Who was that? Who was rapping that? That was
Crazy Bone.
Track 5.
I'm going crazy.
That was Busy Bone.
Damn it.
Sorry, that was Busy
That
Bone.
was a Busy Bone.
That would be a good trivia.
You just
game.
you're like,
Yeah. Which bone was it?
which bone? All right, folks, here we go.
Yeah. All right, so this is 6. Mr. Bill Collector. And I had this started at 2 minutes. So now, we haven't heard this bone yet. This
Okay.
bone coming up yet. We
have not
bone
heard
yet.
this bone. So this has got to be flesh and bone.
No, there's one more bone.
Okay,
we
hold
haven't
on.
heard
So
yet.
flesh and bone. We got. Hold on. What are the other bones? We got lazy, crazy.
This one actually,
Is there a lazy bone? There's a lazy bone, right?
yeah, lazy, crazy.
Lazy, crazy, dizzy, busy. Is there a dizzy bone? Or am I making that up?
No, you're thinking of the
I-
jazz player.
Oh, I was going through the 7 dwarfs there for a second. I think.
Yeah, it's Doc.
Yeah.
Doc Bone. No, no, this one, this bone
I'm
makes
missing a bone
the most
here.
sense, maybe.
Hold on.
Huh?
I got it. I can't. I'm gonna have a problem here. What? But this. Is it busy?
No,
No,
we heard
no
busy.
busy.
Busy was the first
Crazy,
one. Busy,
flesh.
lazy, crazy. And then, according to this website, I'm gonna go back and check. What song are we on? Mr. Bill Collector.
I can't believe I'm missing
I
a bone
think-
here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna play it,
All right.
and let's see.
Thuggish, ruggish bone.
Nigga, take it off, thank ya. Please don't make me stank ya. Time to be the beer, right to just up on that. Catch a slug, a chill bill. Collectors better respect them. Both thugs selling drugs,
Oh, yeah.
pumping slugs. All up in that rectum, check 'em. Click, click, fall to the ground when they glop pop. Make the chest pump blood. And take it too long, better drop it on down, or you catch it too to that head. Shoulda give him a bitch to the motor, lunatic, quick to pop, now you dead, yeah. Gotta pull that 9 on them niggas every time, selling rocks on the 99. Gotta put them on the pave, if you wanna die, put them in the grave, better give me all them dimes.
I didn't wanna take his life, but the nigga tried to run and get away with me.
That was Wishbone.
Wish, damn it, Wishbone.
Wishbone.
That's right. We talked about
Yeah.
Wish for a little bit.
The least gangster, but
I was gonna say
probably make the most sense out of all the bones.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely like the most understandable bone. And what if there's a better term for that?
Like
lyrically,
the name or like the way he like his
yeah,
lyric,
you
like
can you understand what he's saying. Yeah, like
saying,
enunciation bone or something.
yeah, still, I mean, still difficult, but
Better,
maybe than most of them.
We're making progress.
What I thought was funny is like the clips that I pulled for this album, like are some of the longest clips that I've done. Like I had a hard time finding like where to start and stop because they rap so quickly. It's like they don't give you a clean.
No, there's no clean break.
Stopping point. So I'm like, I feel like I just got to let these keep rolling because it's weird to just stop them in places. All right, let's start.
Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Is that a song?
What's that?
Wait, I'm remembering Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Was that a song?
That was
or was that another person?
It's just something they say, I think. I don't know if it's the name of a song, but they say Thuggish Ruggish Bone.
Okay.
At some point. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a guy though.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that was like the guy they looked up to. That it wasn't like
like one of their older brothers or something.
Yeah.
The original Bone.
Yeah. All right, so this is back. We're back to Busy Bone.
Got a bag of tweed, we'll blaze it with me. Now don't be stingy, and please no pinners make it swollen. Cause if I had me some weed, you know I smoke it with you. Come get with me. Me and my niggas blunts we rolling. The smokers only.
I'm always hesitant to really get into these songs that are just about weed. Like I never listen to them. But
Bud Smokers Only.
I never got into this. I never liked this song much, but I think it's just because the song, like it doesn't.
You just took it literally. You're like, oh, not a Bud Smoker. I got to skip this one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're saying it's for them only.
Okay. Sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, I just always felt like a bit of a fraud, like really rocking out. But there's another song in this album. I think, Mr. Ouija.
Okay.
I think that's about smoking weed.
Okay.
And I
that's
like
a good
that
one.
song a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was a popular one, I think.
So this is the Crossroads. I'm going to play 131.
Really wish you could come home, but when it's time to die, gotta go bye-bye. All the little thug could do was cry. Why they kill my dog? Yeah, man, I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. And he shouldn't be gone in front of his home. When they did, the group was wrong. Who's wrong? Gotta hold on, gotta stay strong. When it comes, better believe on. Gotta show that you can lean on.
So that's the song that's the version that became really popular, right?
Definitely. Yeah, and I don't remember the other one anymore.
Not the original.
I don't remember the other one anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, I looked for it everywhere. I can't find it on Apple Music. I can't find it. I thought the name of the song was like just Crossroad or The Crossroad, not Crossroads. But I could be misremembering that.
I'm just Googling it and see if YouTube has anything. This is good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'll get the cat back in here. We'll just have a damn good time.
Yeah, entertain the people with the cats. Original Crossroads. This is how YouTube has this as Original Crossroads.
I remember this. Yeah, I remember that part.
I said and I pray every day, God don't let me get smoked. Oh no, a nigga ain't scared to go, but I still got a life to live. Oh, but so did my nigga, he going on and it left his memories. But when I die, you gon' see me. 1, 2, 3, while he rest in peace.
And a nigga tell me why so many of my niggas had to die so much pain.
Does that sound familiar?
It sounds familiar. I surprised you found it so fast. I couldn't find it at all. Maybe I didn't check YouTube.
Yeah,
that was
I just Googled
that was
it,
bad
and
on me.
Yeah. It doesn't actually sound like I know that I heard that, but I remember liking the original version a lot more than the one that came out later. And I listen to it now, and I don't like that one as much as I like the one that became popular. So maybe because I just heard the other one so much more. Eventually, I just
I don't know why I remember the second one as like a remix, but clearly it was not. It was just a completely different song altogether.
totally different. Just about like people dying.
Yeah.
I did realize because there's a music video to that version. So there's a music video for both versions.
Okay.
And I realized a good way to remember to know who's rapping and who's who.
Very true.
Is if you actually watch videos of them rapping, then you start putting a face to them. But you'd have to be watching every song.
Yeah, and then you got to figure out who it is in the video.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like something pops up and it says this is busy.
Yeah. You should if anybody should shout their names out, it would be these guys. Like, all right, Busy's about to jump on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is next one. This is Me Killer. This is just them singing along. That was just so they can call themselves Harmony.
Yep.
They were just like, what? Yeah, we need something. Yeah, because most of this is mostly Bone and Thugs. Not a lot of harmony. What if we do a harmony song?
Yeah, this is.
We'll call it Me Killer.
Yep. A lot of harmonizing.
Yeah. Land of the Heartless.
Yep.
I want to start this one.
This is one of my favorites from what I remember.
Now who was the nigga that put in the plastic? Nigga that thought he could take that nigga, slip that nigga's blasted. I'm a man from that land, never ran. I stand with gun in hand. If you come a little bit closer, I can turn you into sand. Now follow me now, road stroll down to Cleveland. We're thuggin', we're thieving. People in the deep and the blood is seeping. Got niggas and atlas, for niggas and badges. We say bang, and they hit the tip, I make lit. St. Clair ain't shit, the fuck with pumping, cause they been bucking, dumping the bloody body. Me never do one nigga fuck with the tongue. We coming to shoot up your posse. My niggas, they coming up out the wood to get the goods. Cause I be thuggin' one till I die. That's from coming up in my hood. Killer. Gonna get pep like back my gun. Bust one, they done. Cleveland is where we from. Hard stuff, tight done. And khaki when jackets on top. There's really no place to run. Because the Christians with my clickers. Even the bitches carry guns. I take some khaki when jackets on top. There's really no place to run. Because the Christians with my clickers. Even the bitches carry guns.
I like that song a lot.
Up tempo. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I feel like I could go through now and like, pick out the songs I want. I could get a good 6-7 songs.
You can get a good album
really,
out of it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I really like. It's a listenable album straight through. But if I wasn't gonna, if I listen to it now, I wouldn't waste my time with the other stuff. I would pick out just the songs that I love.
Yeah,
that would definitely be one of the ones that make the cut. I love that beat. And I feel like everyone, I like this next
Hit the same team, but with a pistol, but he ain't have no gun. Come with original thugs to shit, but they flipping it with a tongue. Nigga, Cleveland is the city where we come from. And I showed them hoes up at the club that thugs don't run from them. Thug with 101 and
I feel like he does a lot of that. I don't know which Bone that is, but he does a lot of stuff where they kind of drop down a lot of the beat and he kind of raps it, and then they bring in the drums on top of it. Like they do that a lot, which I like. I love. It makes you when that beat comes in again. It always get you hyped up a little bit. So they know how to do that well.
It's probably not a Lazy Bone thing to do then. That's eliminates him.
That was so it started with Crazy Bone. I don't know who that was next. I didn't write down who was next. And I feel like Lazy Bone, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that was who shows Busy actually shows up a lot on these.
He seems Busy seems like the head dog in the album. Like he's like kind of like the alpha. Just shows up a lot.
Yeah. To me, he's the one that's like a little chunkier.
Okay.
In my mind, I don't know that to be true. I just I'm not stating a fact, and just that's what I picture when I picture Busy Bone. No shorts, no losses. Okay. This is exciting. So this is our last Bone. This is the last that we haven't heard.
This has got to be the Flesh and Bone then.
This is Flesh and Bone.
Okay.
We got to skip ahead 3:13 to here.
All right, could have done without this Bone.
my true. Steadily paying them dues. We niggas with nothing to lose. Tripping and sipping on brews and acting the fool. More thugs, been loving to smoke more bud. Fiends for the green leaves. Nigga quit pulling out them trees. I pull out my cheese. Now give me now what me need.
Would you say that, Darn?
I said I could
didn't
have
hear
done
that.
without this bone. I think it's one bone too many on this one.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's on. I think that's
Yeah.
it. Might be the only song that he's on. And,
Yeah, so this is like, all right, this is like, okay, we got song 11. We'll put you a little bit towards the
Yeah.
end. No one usually
Just drop
listens
him
to
at the
song
end, yeah.
11.
Yeah, there might have been other members of the group that didn't even know that he was on the song. They were
No.
like, "Listen, I sneak in after listen, we're gonna wrap up recording, okay? We'll hang out. We'll stay back. The guys will leave. We'll record your little thing. We'll put it in there. Like no one even they're not gonna listen to this album back once it gets released. They're not gonna even know. They're not gonna know you're even on the
No,
album.
and you think they're going to do this song like on the road? No, so no one will know.
No,
We'll sneak in.
It doesn't matter. You're not,
Yeah.
it doesn't not a big
Here's
deal.
probably like the bodyguard or something like that. And he just,
He carries the weed.
yeah,
He's
that's
the weed
very
carrier.
true. He probably had big
Yeah.
pockets.
Yeah, that was Flesh and Bone. He was actually, you could understand him even more so
Yeah.
than Wishbone. You just wish that you
No,
did.
just, hey, ironically enough,
Yeah. All right, so this
this is
next
the one.
This
is
is
the jam.
This is first of the month. This to me is
Yeah, this is their best song.
one of the yeah. I mean, it's their best song for sure.
Yeah.
And I just love this song so much. I used to say I wanted to learn every word to this song. Like I wanted to be able to rap along to every song,
Yeah.
but because it was like it would be impressive.
And plus the
no.
beat is perfect. It's one of
Yeah.
those perfect beats that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna skip ahead to 142, and this is Busy Bone again.
And I seen that my sister was already dressed. She said, I'm gonna go get my stance. Watch I make sure no one snatches my chain. Nigga, that's the real man. Sold in the mail and put it up in my pocket. So let me hit it and land it down. To give me a cup of boat tag. But ain't no bucket ride that read up. Hop on the 10 to the clip. Ready to get him up with him at thugs. And to catch that dub, man, I gotta get there. Player, holler, St. Clair got much to offer. Well, I bet we don't 93. I'll open a clock for some dollars. So, get a bag of dope and a quarter roll. Oh, most all of my niggas got the same. And we gonna roll it all up the smoke. And then they reefer hydro. We know the cut, so fuck them popo. Toss out the giggle, then roll with a clone of same old. Running through the alley, get in the alley. How about the second of sundown? No front from January on 9th of December. I'm loving the first of the month. Wake up, it's wake up, wake up. Get up, catch your checks, wake up.
One of the best choruses ever in hip hop, probably.
Yeah, one of the most like recognizable. or just sing along with.
Everybody knows that chorus. I mean, if you
It's
were
stuck around forever.
if you were alive in the '90s, you knew that song. You knew that chorus.
absolutely. I mean, still like the first of the month, that term comes up every once in a while, and it's like, that's a song that's synonymous with that
Yeah,
term
absolutely.
at this point. Yeah, so good. So this next song, this was the other
Buddha
lead
Lovers, yeah.
Lovers song,
Makes
Buddha
sense.
Lovers, yeah. Which this one I like.
They're not hiding it.
Yeah. This is just singing, really, I think, right?
Yeah. Big fan of the hydro.
Hydro won't let me
Hi-go.
Hi-go. This is what they're saying. In case anyone doesn't know what they're saying, that hydro won't let me Hi-go. I'll continue.
Smoking that hydro, won't let him in high go. Smoking that hydro, won't let him in high go. Smoking that hydro, won't let him in high go. Smoking that hydro, won't let him in high go. Water, the reaper me slaughter. Straight to the whiskey, they give me a sack.
That whistle, I'm telling you.
That some
I don't know
bitch
what
comes
instrument that
up.
is. Is that a flute?
I don't know what. It's like it's something on a keyboard. It's got to be something on a
What do they
on
make?
a MIDI
Yeah.
board where you got like the toggle switch where you hit it and then you.
Yeah,
it's what
because it
is.
pops up a lot on this
Yeah.
album, and I'm never mad at never ever mad at
No.
that. But yeah, it shows up a lot on here. Yeah, so this song was made by people that were very high,
Clearly.
and they stayed high the entire time they've been making this album, and they never came down from their high to realize we shouldn't put shit like this on the on the album. They just stayed high, and they're like, yeah, this is still good. Like,
the producer's got to be lucid. Like he's got to be the one just to step in.
no, everybody in the album.
No, what
even
I'm
if it
saying
came
is
in,
like
there was too much weed.
No, I'm saying like
Yeah.
like just word to the wise. Like you're recording an album. Let's just make sure that the producer's lucid. Like someone's got to just be the voice of reason around here.
Let's get somebody in an airtight room who can listen to this with some, you know,
with clean
non-high.
ears. Yeah,
Clean ears, yeah. Yeah. What we got? 14 is Die, Die, Die. Is this something? No. No.
Running with cats and bats, I'm thinking I'm test rats, so you get a pure cat. Pap, 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 ready to check that up with a nigga, then let's go grab. Little bit and grown up, the bigger the nigga, the quicker get showed up. Let's spark to the bar, to the hold up, coming in, running and blowed up. No, bucks to the gut, niggas are thinking they both are dogs, all niggas are getting more. No flying to pick up a phone, no flip on all ya, and I never hold up, especially when the rose die. Better bring them guns around, I done get blowed out, you know. Wanna get nutty, cause nigga, you're gonna get bloody. When you see the brains, it's gonna come in and throw when I rip it up something lovely. What is it? 10 years deeper than that, then we get fried. P.O.D. with the guts to ride. Creeping just deeper to follow the night. Once inside, forget it about emotion, curse, so right now when I'm ready to lie.
So they drop that beat down again. They bring it back.
I need to know what that one line is.
You gonna look up the lyrics?
I think I got it right here. Something along the lines of like nutted and then gutted or something like that. I swear that's what I heard.
Nutted and gutted.
Nuts, bucks, and guts. Okay. All right.
Did you find that?
I have not yet. It's not that long of a song, but where the hell? The problem is that now that I'm reading it, I probably am just skimming over it because that's not what he's saying.
Yeah. So it's at 141. It's Busy Bone's verse. That's Busy Bone. No, I'm looking for
It's
it.
towards the middle end-ish.
Nuts, bucks, and guts.
But that's not it. That's not what I was talking
Mistaking them balls for dogs. This is what this podcast should have been. Us reading these lyrics. Like just
about.
trying to...
Mistaking dogs for balls?
I mean, the N-word shows up a lot.
It is quite a few.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's not even like, it's not even, you can't even read it because it's too much.
You can't even go one page of lyrics. You couldn't read it.
Page. You can't go a verse. You can't go 3 lines without having to work your way around it.
Whatever. I'm going
that.
with nutted and gutted. I don't care what he said.
Yeah. No, it says.
Well, no,
Bucks, nuts, and guts.
So just because of that, there's got to be another line that references back.
Yeah. This next Mr. Weed. Yeah, that's not even a song. So we're gonna skip to Mo Murda.
Killer and bone. Hey, we slay. Niggas who think we play. Nigga be deadly with the gun. But say they be dipped and bone. Running with the guns that he bucket. Leaving them bodies dumped off in the alley for dead. I'm here. Kill 'em all. More murder. That's what we just said. Gotta put one in your head. Bang. We coming to serve ya. More murder. More murder. More murder. More murder. More murder. More murder.
Did Eazy E die during this recording of this album?
Before it got released. So it must
Before it
have
got released, but like during
it had to have been like
So-
in that time maybe where it was like just
it was
finished.
done like they were.
Yeah,
like,
that's why they wrote Crossroads. Like so,
That's why they rewrote it.
They rewrote it because it must have been
so, like the
between
next
the end
pressing
and
of it
yeah.
had.
Had the new one. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because they reference like him dying of AIDS in that song, so that was clearly like a during type of event.
Right,
Yeah.
but not the first one.
No.
Let's see what. Yeah. Shots to the double Glock. Even me saying that is ridiculous. 2 minutes in. We got that was Crazy Bone. If anybody cares, that was the last verse we heard was Crazy Bone. This one didn't have a listing, so let's see if we can identify after. We're as educated as we've ever been on the sound of the bones right now. See if we can pick out which bone this was.
That's not a bone. That's a feature.
say?
That's not a bone, I don't think. That's somebody.
I think if anything, it sounds like Flesh and Bone
Is it?
to me.
Okay.
Because Flesh and Bone sounded the least bone.
I was going to say that's like an
to
imposter
me.
bone. I think that's somebody else.
Yeah. It's
Go tripping, shutting fuckers down, fucking them coppers down. Round after round after round, bloody bodies, badges spread it on the ground. Ain't no sound, just the demon screaming, rest in peace. I guess you got the suffer vinegar dip, hollow point tip. Got your wig split and made your body rupture. Hunt my victims on the mission, flipping, living on the darker side, creeping on your homicide. Let my nuts and my gauge hang low, now walk on by.
let my nuts and my gauge hang low. Now walk on by. Yeah. I didn't realize that Apple Music had the lyrics on it too. So now I'm like reading.
Oh, that's what I was using the whole time.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah,
referencing it
that's what I was.
I was looking to see. I was looking to see who. They don't tell you
No.
who was rapping at what point, but some website.
I wonder if that's not a Wikipedia thing where they have everyone's name, is it? Where they have the songs,
No, I don't think so. I don't think they go that
the
deep.
songs with the.
I mean, if you want
the credits?
you want to submit that, you can do that. But I don't think Wikipedia is.
I think I'm
going
gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo their Wikipedia page.
You know,
Just my
yeah,
comments.
you're gonna add the credits to it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because
that was-
writers, it
yeah.
just says bone. Well, that doesn't fucking help me with anything.
that couldn't
All
be
right,
less helpful.
that's 1 out of 6 bones.
Yeah. One of the bones did this. Yeah, everybody knew that already. Oh God, that was laborious. Even like that's it's hard to talk about this album because I don't know what they're saying. Like and
I could not relate less to this album.
Yeah, to anything that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, how much
Yeah.
a lot of stuff we have to talk about that we can't relate to, but this is definitely I think the most of it. And I don't know, definitely an interesting release. I still like it. Most of it or half of it, maybe.
Some of it,
I
one of
would
it,
say.
2 of it.
Yeah, I've talked myself down to like first of
Yeah.
the month. No, yeah, I don't know the next time I listen to it, but I enjoyed
when
I
we
enjoyed
play
revisiting it.
Name That Bone, that's the next time you're going to be listening to it.
Name that. That's right. Actually, I'm gonna skip to their album after this. I'm gonna see if I can find the Art of War was their next album.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see. This was their first album. Thuggish Ruggish Bone was on their first album.
We're not against rap.
In the same flame in my dank and drinking brews.
Okay. That's why I remember it. Yes, I remember this. So I do remember something off the
Remember
first
that?
album. Yep, I do.
Yeah, I don't really remember that. Very.
Was that
Vaguely.
sampled maybe? And I remember the sample. Did Snoop Dogg sample
I don't
that?
know. This Apple Music says it was in '94, and then Eazy E was on this album. I'm looking for. That's right. Tupac was on there on the Art of War.
Yeah, they said like they're the only group that worked with B.I.G., Big Pun, Eazy E, and Tupac. The only group that's ever worked with all 4 of them.
Was
Yeah,
Bone
and it said
Thugs.
while they were alive. Well, who the fuck's going to work with them when they're dead? I mean,
I mean, yeah. I guess I guess Tupac died not too long after this. I mean,
I don't remember.
I used to love that gunshot.
It is a good. It's such a good gunshot. That's a
such
good
a
one too.
17-year-old thing to
Yeah.
like love in a song. Like, oh my god, I love that gunshot noise. Like even still now, it gets me though too.
Yeah.
God damn, I was 17 years old when this album came out. Like this second. Oh my god. 1,000 years old.
This was a high school album. This is like, this is a middle school album for me.
So, yeah, because I was,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I was, yeah.
No, maybe 9th grade. Whenever the hell
Wow.
this was.
Yeah, I guess, you know,
95? Yeah, so 95. That would have been 8th grade for me.
That's wild. I was working. I was delivering pizzas.
14.
Listening to this album. I remember the second album. So there's only, and I'm looking at the cover of this. There's only 4 members on the cover of this album.
Yeah.
Flesh and Bone was not in the group.
It's just...
Yeah.
It says a hip-hop group consisting of Busy, Wish, Lazy, Crazy, and Flesh and Bone. No. Sorry. And that's
Fresh,
what?
not
That's
so
5
much.
bones. Oh, shit, I was one off.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was
That was a delight.
E1999 1999 tournament.
Yep. So named after the street that they grew up on.
And the street they grew up on, but that was East 19th Street, right? Or 99th Street. And they made it 1999 because the year was coming up in 4 years. Like because
Sure.
they're like, oh yeah, 1999 is coming
Yeah.
up. Like, why does everyone obsessed with 1999? Prince.
I know.
Uh,
Party like
big
it's
deal.
99. Like everyone really thought 2000 was just, we were just going to.
Do you remember I
Yeah.
think we spent the year 99 into 2000
Oh,
together, right? Didn't we go? That was a bad.
That was a bad one.
Is that the
It
Checkers?
sure
night?
is.
Was the night of
It is a Checkers night.
And Suzanne's family. That was a whole.
Yeah, her brother shut the
that was
lights
a
off,
bust.
remember?
That's right. You tried to make it
Yeah.
seem like everything went
yeah.
down.
He cut the power to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I cut the power to, the plumbing and
Your internal
Yeah.
plumbing. Have you had Checkers since that night?
I don't even know what Checkers is. I've deleted that from my brain. That was
Yeah.
one of the worst experiences
that
of my
down
life.
there by you?
No, they got a bunch of
Good.
other.
Is that why you moved?
Yeah, just to get away from Checkers.
You
I
should've
don't even
moved.
think they had it in Philly either. They got like Sonic down here. They got everyone's been saying I need to go to Cookout. There's less than 0% chance I go to a Cookout.
Cookout.
Everyone
I
says
thought that was just like a thing that black people did. And like they just like
no. It's
that's a place. Now?
Yeah, it's where just a lot of like young white kids go to. I'm sure
Okay.
sure a lot of black families enjoy it as well, but
Yeah, but
it's like they serve it to you through a window. Like it's not like there's no inside. Like there's a cutout.
Oh,
like they
okay.
just got just like a sawzall and cut out a hole in the brick wall and just shove out a bag of.
Is it a chain or there's just
No,
one
there's a
spot?
bunch of them. Yeah, there's a bunch
Okay.
of them. But they
I,
say if you're ever bunged up, you just go down there and get a couple sliders, and they just
yeah?
yep they stay true to their
Yeah,
name.
I'm not looking for that in
No.
food. Like I guess that's nice to know that it's there, but I feel like there's medication if
Sure.
that's the problem. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna-
or just like eat a salad every
I
once
tried
in a
going
while.
to on the way back from your
Mm-hmm.
place when I was driving home. I tried to hit a couple Bojangles.
Okay.
And like I would pull in, and I literally pulled into one of them twice. Like, and I was so discouraged by the ordering process. Like I was like, forget it. I'll go somewhere else. Like I don't need Mr. Bojangles. Next week we're gonna do a Roots album, which we'll text about exactly which album it's gonna be. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later. All right.
You a tough ass geezer. Give you props for that.